If you've become stagnant with referrals, listen to this video. Referrals are the key driver of growth in an RIA business. And the saying goes that it's always easier to keep a client than it is to attract a new client. And that is true. But it's also easier to get your clients to help refer new clients than it is to go and try to market to the vast world of all the potential clients out there. So, if you are stagnant in your growth, focus on generating more referrals. And this is how we do it. It's very focused on the relationship. It's a matter of creating moments that your clients can remember so that they can communicate that to others inside of their own sphere. But it's also a matter of being different, being unique. And how we do that is through creating these special moments of surprise and delight. And we can do that by understanding our clients and using some of the information that we know about them to surprise them, to elevate them beyond what they've come to expect in your firm. And that is what it's all about in creating moments. So now the question gets to, this all sounds great, but how do we actually do it? Where is the how? Well, I want to start by saying focus on your top 10% of your clients, not necessarily your biggest clients, but your 10% that are attracted to you and committed to you more than anybody else. And every firm has that, every book of business, there is that 10% of clients, and focus on them. And so then the next step is to listen. When you're having conversations with them, listen actively and deeply to what they're saying. They're going to tell you their fears, they're going to tell you their desires, and as you pick things up, start to make notes of them in your CRM. The next step is tracking. So as you're talking and listening actively with your clients, they're going to tell you that their grandkids are going to XYZ college, they're planning on going to a trip, they just got back inside from gardening. These are tidbits that are useful to track. Just got back inside from gardening, meaning your client likes to garden. That's some great information to have. So we need to track that, and we track it in our CRM with regards to the household. The next step is to create a process to gather these data points in between those times you're talking with the clients. And what does that mean? Well, we've talked about tools in the past like Typeform and Google Forms and Microsoft Forms to interact with your clients in between meetings and conversations. And this is the spot to use those actively. And so you can utilize a form to reach out to a client just to touch base. See if some of the information in your CRM is correct, like their email address or maybe their beneficiaries. And then you can sprinkle in a little bit of questions that will help you surprise and delight the clients further. What can those questions be? Where are you traveling to? What was the best place you traveled to? What are your grandkids doing? What's your kids' professions? What did you do growing up? All those types of questions may seem random if just sent by themselves, but intertwined in a survey that you're getting other information, it's useful. And this gets then to the final point, is act. We need to take that data and act on it. What does it mean? We gather it, we track it in our CRM, we're listening actively, but then the next step is to act. So here is an example. For that client I was referring to that likes to garden, they tell you that on the phone. Maybe you then go on to Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever it may be, you find something about gardening and you have it shipped or delivered. Maybe it's even a book on Amazon about the best ways to garden, and you send it to your client proactively. The client didn't ask for it, the client didn't dwell on gardening, you listened and you surprised and delighted them in a way that meets what they like to do. I've seen clients do this from sending bottles of wine to dinner that they were told about on a phone, or sending books by an author that they enjoy. Find these unique moments, and you have to change your perspective in terms of how you communicate with your clients, that you're listening actively for these points, not listening to respond. It's a whole different way. And if you do it, you're going to start to see your referral numbers go through the roof. And if you thought that this information was helpful, well, sign up for The Circle. It's my 3 times a week newsletter where I deliver information and insights for the busy RIA professional just like you that wants actual insights, and we send it to your inbox every single week. And so just like that, we now have a structure and a plan to do something different and elevate moments for our current top 10% of clients. And what will that mean? That means that they will talk about you more often with their friends, and that then spurs the referral engine. But one point to remember, this isn't a silver bullet. It takes time and consistency, so commit to it, and then you will see the results. Hey there, hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, click the button below to subscribe to our newsletter, which is filled with all of these different nuggets of information just like what you watched. Dig deeper, learn from others, and get more content just like this. Or go to your favorite podcast app and be sure to subscribe to Bridging the Gap. This is the podcast where we bring on guests from across the industry and the business world to help us grow and evolve our knowledge.